Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane. The one, the only master propaganda hero, psych defender of the fatherland, off here to a glorious 1v1 on Amilly Fields here. In the north, it is Spaget man, fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Here with the 352nd Infanterie Division with Festung Armour, Spearhead, and Jibber. In the south, it is Jibber, fighting for the British Army in the Commonwealth. Here with the 11th Armoured Division, featuring special weapons, Lend-Lease, and Commando Regiment. Double section there for Jibber. Grenadiers start here for Spaget man with double grenadiers, in fact. No sign of the Maschinengewehr 42. Here for Spaget man in the early game. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my own company of heroes, my page supporters, other people who join the ranks via Patreon, they can donate via PayPal. And of course, commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing, and all that helps me out as well there bits. So, off to the races here. Basil going now, because he decided now is the exact correct time to demand attention. No, Basil, don't bite that. No, not me either, you stupid cat. So, second gunneer squad down their third section here for Jibber and the British Army. So far, a bit of a steady approach here, both sides going up pretty aggressively, looking to secure as much terrain as possible here for the respective armies. Heading west for the fuel point there in the north, and the east, and the south. No, Basil. My hand is still not food. So Graham, the eastern fuel point there, western point being seized there. Again, very quiet start here so far. Looks like Spaget man not going here for third gun in the machine gun, is likely planning a sniper here versus the British. To that way get around the fact that they are somewhat bulletproof. There you go. Sniper on the way there for Spaget man. University there for Jibber. Graham, the eastern fuel point. Basil being very dramatic in the background now that he's been denied the opportunity to feast on my hand. Clearly, great injustice has been visited upon this poor, innocent little kitty cat. University halfway done there for Jibber. He's waiting there for, I think, some German action to happen there to ambush them. It looks like the first clash could be in the centre, by the way. Spaget man, or Jibber, I mean, popping to the shed there. Very quiet here. I mean, we're almost 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the game before the first shot fire. There we go. In fact, we're almost right there by a few seconds here. Pioneers backing off. Snipers running here for Spaget man. Obviously for Spaget man, like, he's not looking to seek out the initial engagement with the Jibber, since the infantry sections will be significantly favoured. So for him, it's about, like, you know, just grabbing as much as he can while trying to stay close out of Jibber's hands. And Jibber's probably concerned about, like, you know, either an enemy photo running to that, or of course the sniper bleeding his men here. So a lot of considerations in the early game. But there you go. University carry out there, adding the Vickers K because Jibber's already taken up already. Pioneer slamming towards the centre here. Spaget man conceding in the western fuel point here, going instead for what he perceived to be the main bulk here of Jibber's force. We destroyed that again nicely, I guess, the rest of the forces here. Trying to catch the inverse cutter, which is numbered upgrade of the Vickers case. Now there gets the first kill there on the section there. Lewis drops dead in the dirt. Sappers on the way there for Jibber. To assist in repairing his inverse care, but also probably look out for mines. And provide anti-tank grenades in case of an armoured car here from Spaget man. Sniper holding back here so far, 1 kill to his name. Eastern Victor Point seized by Jibber as well. We got 491 says 500. Slow-moving head here with the universal chair there against Spaget man. Placing with both machine guns. Section here was the Grenadiers. Around eastern point here. Back here, nothing further happening there for Spaget man. No additional Grenadiers, no tack, no machine guns, no mortars. Nothing. Zip, nada, silks. Probably because he's too preoccupied. We can see there, he's going for all the carve points. Basically just hitting, like, Jibber right where it hurts. Right in the centre. They're exploring the fact he's got force on the flanks, so they can't be racked, and they can theoretically, like, you know, isolate from the rest of his force and then dealt with at a more leisurely pace here. A bit of a bold tactic here, I think, by Spaget man, but can work out, as you see here, it's fairly decently with the right tactics. Pioneers pursuing the section here. Sappers, they're holding up the line with their Sten guns. University falling back with significant damage. Grenadiers squad on 2 minutes, looking to perhaps finish off the Panzerfaust. There goes Sappers moving to block here with the Sten guns. Prohibiting there a pursuit. And of course, only exposing the Sappers to more fire from the Germans. Spaget man here is taking up. So good. section moving forward to for Jibber and the British Army, adding some med kits there. Got both sections left for Jibber, of course increasing their numbers by quite a bit. Obviously, by 1944-45, the British Army was suffering significant manpower issues. In fact, right after like Normandy, they'd had to like disband numerous regiments, like just make up replacements for other regiments, and they were also like combing their rear line. So, like, it's a bit amusing to see like sort of like a bolster section upgrade here, because again, like, they were hurting for manpower themselves in quite a bit there. Section routed here, sniping in there as well. 6 kills, close to veterans 1. Ground Lewiston point here with the Pioneers. Bunker up for Spaget Man. Grabbing the point T, and there you go, Spaget Man with Spearhead, reinforcing the 352nd Infantry Division with elements of the nearby 2nd Panzer Division. Mortar half-tracks, Panzer Tactician, reconnaissance overflights, fragmentation bombs, and the Tiger tank. Let's go rolling about. Very close veterans on that one. Still, Jibber does have a bit of fuel here over Spaget Man, which could definitely become a bit dangerous there for the German player, as the British are quite able to exploit that rapidly in the right hands. We got here's Jibber Bowie with special weapons featuring tank hunter infantry sections, half tracks, hold the line, vanguard crocodiles, and the concentrated fire operation. Pioneers retreating. Men getting healed up here by the medics at the front line for Spaget Man. Light machine guns on the way to sort of encrypt his grenadiers with a larger amount of firepower here to hold up against the Inselaffen. Grab these in point here. So far, all nice and quiet. And I imagine we're looking like to make a nice company for Spaget Man into a 2-2 and probably a pack 40 then. Panzer Grenadiers, those always could be a good addition here versus Jibber. We'll see. Jibber may be planning himself some tank hunter sections to hunt down those damnable German armoured cars before they visit harm upon his men and vehicles. Sniper there for Jibber, looking to counter the German sniper. Ground Wilson pointing with the sections, dug in already. Looking to see the Spaget looking to threaten Jibber's fuel. He's actually floating quite a bit of manpower, which I'm definitely not a huge fan of. I don't feel like it's a bit of a mistake to be floating that much manpower here. Personally, we'll have to see. Saps are pushing up the Sten guns, but it's up close. We'll definitely have a tough time with that, in particular with the Royal Troops supporting. That said, one thing in favour of Spaget Man is the Saps were enough low on health to be quickly sort of shut down a bit. Still, Jibber back to control the field quite aggressively here versus the Germans. Armoured car plus pack 40 for Spaget Man. So that's a lot of manpower suddenly actually being spent. Got the British sniper out, and there you go. Got the tank hunter section out there with the boys anti-tank rifles. MG42s will have for Spaget Man. So that's pretty much all that manpower hoarded up, spent in almost one go. So obviously going to be ready here for the advancing armoured car, at least somewhat there. Mines being laid down here by Mr. Jibber.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Not sure who's laying that down. In the west side here, we got the section falling back in the face of the needs the sniper. Armoured cult raising in here for Spaget Man. Eastern point being held up here, but there you go. Jibber launching the assault with the tank on the sections, found with the anti-tank rifles and the sniper. Getting a kill here on Spaget Man's men. Perhaps he's hoping that the sound of the boys' anti-tank rifles mask the one on the sniper as well there. Though that might be a bit of a ambitious ask there by Jibber if that is the case. I don't know if he's actually that his thought there, but it could be. Armoured car being pushed back here. Sniper there with 9 kills so far there on the British. In the centre there, looks like he might be lining up for another push than Jibber's calf points. Still briefly, Spaget Man does seem to be holding both fuel points against Jibber. South being focused on with the Grenadiers. Armoured car doing what he can here. Got the sniping up there still, close to 10 kills. Universal care there, dealing with the Grenadiers close to 82. There you go, British sniper lands another kill. There you go, mine as well here, causing Spaget Man quite a bit of harm. They're almost wiping out the Grenadiers. Pack 40 setting up, he shoots and bloody well misses the Universal carrier there. At quite the awkward margin there. Great, of course, with Jibber because now he knows the Pack 40 is there. That said, the second Pack 40 shot did hit it, but imagine if both shots had hit, it'd obviously been the end of the Universal carrier there. So, good bit of luck there for Jibber versus Spaget Man. Section pushed back, got 477 for 448. And we get the M3 half-track out there for Jibber, opening up for Vickers, K's, and Piats, and of course reinforcing his troops on the front line and moving them about. very handy, that one. Though keep in mind, the British were not great users of the M3 half-tracks, as the Americans primarily kept those for themselves, and acted the better ones. They would primarily hand out the M5 half-track, which had slightly weaker armor to its allies primarily, so little fun fact there. I'll wait, handing out the Vickers case there. Look what we got here in the back, chaps! Vickers case! Good lord, do you got some tea there too? No, what do you think this is? Oh, there's never tea in the back of those half-tracks, is there? More Vickers there being handed out. Bit of quiet here, moving up the eastern side of the tank hunter section. Western's point being grabbed by the Grenadiers vessel, jumping into his new favourite sleeping place, which is my clothes drawer. Armoured company in the section there, because Gates was ready to unleash hell upon the Germans. Of course, Spaget is ready to respond with the MD-42, Pack 40s, and MD-42 heavy teams. Pushing up through the centre of Sniper 5 Grenadiers, they're being absolutely shredded, men dropping like very fat flies with a German accent. On the west, they go into the section there, but are being overwhelmed here. The Grenadiers could definitely be in trouble. So got the sections well there, but there you go. Spagetman decides not to risk it here versus Jibber. Armoured car going for the half-turn. There goes Sappers with an anti-tank grenade, damaging the engine, though without further force nearby. The armoured car could theoretically a chance to get out. He pops the smoke there, but apparently Spagetman decides the smoke is not worth saving the armoured car. That is probably not very great for the crew to hear. Can we deploy the smoke? 9-9, we need some munitions for other things. What other things? Things! Section there routed here as Spagetman strikes for Deutschland. Troops enforcing healing. No Sanotech yet for him. Neither. Oh, there we go. But not for Jibber yet. Or then he'll probably just press it right now as well, won't he?
Where do you want us?
One kill there, half eight and one on the half track. James going for 40. Spagetman striking hard here versus Jibber, not allowing him much moments of respite. Armoured car down the way for Spagetman. MD-42 sniper gun, Pack 40 also in reserve. Tech roughly halfway down here. Grab these some fuel with the Pioneers. Tech on the way there for Jibber. Oh, actually cancels it for an anti-tank gun first. Quick response there by Jibber, perhaps concerned about the armoured car. Actually, he goes for another armoured car. Huh. That's definitely a curious choice here by Spagetman. Definitely not what you'd typically see under these circumstances here, but obviously that could arguably also work in his favour. Like, it's going to put more pressure on Jibber now, but still, definitely not what's expecting here. 2-2. We got the half-time forwards here filled with sappers, quick popping out there, line force the half-tilt enforced nearby troops, though he has to be careful of the anti-tank about and stuff, but, you know, gives us some front-line durability. He remembers to use the reinforcement ability. So far, Jibber does not. Oh, there we go. Thumbs up. Jibber striking back hard here for the British Empire against Spagetman. East side of the section there, there's the Grenadiers. German sniper lancer kill. We've got 15 kills, half 8 of it on that one. Area control providing Spagetman with a good idea what Jibber's up to. Let me see what Jibber's planning. He's willing to delay the tech so easily. Not saying it was wrong to go for the anti-tank gun there, but part of me figured, like, you know, take first then anti-tank gun. In particular, since he does, like, you know, have the tank kind of section, of which in a pinch he can upgrade with the Piets. He can even, like, hand out more Piets for the half tank. So it's not like, I would say, Jibber's, like, completely lost without an anti-tank gun here versus Spagetman. Nothing further happening in Spagetman space as Jibber and the British Army are securing more ground once more for the British Empire. Back into the after with the section. All now has been equipped with at least one Vickers K here. After very close to efficiency 1. Pack 40 number 2 for Spagetman. Could indicate a Tiger stall. That is definitely a bit risky in my book. We'll have to see what works out. There we go. Jibber those taking out himself now. It could also indicate that Spagetman is really concerned about Jibber hitting him with tanks. And wants to be ready. It's hard to say here, though. It's hard to say as to exactly what the thought process is there on that one.
Want to construct suspect a new company command post is finished.
Company command post up for Jibber could push Cromwell pretty fast, in which case he will definitely be getting out tanks faster than Spaget Man. Unless, of course, Spaget Man decides to rush out the Stug. Got the half-tech set planning gun units coming forward here for Jibber. He's sat there going back west eastern fuel point there for the British Empire in the northwest. Spaget Man grabbing the fuel point there for the Reich. Sniper gun is advancing up forward here for the German army, looking to probe out the British lines. Going to be attacked in the section in the west. Might pop off a rocket grenade here to flash out this Inselaffen. Send this gun. Almost cleared up at the grenadiers. Almost section sappers going up here. And he's hosing into the sappers, the section, almost wiping them out. Here's the section. Sniper there with a kill. And then got a centaur for Jibber. Definitely a bit more bold and aggressive in some ways. Much more efficient with the infantry and the light vehicles and the support weapons, though obviously going to fall a bit short against any army from Spaget Man. That said, again, if he's stalling for the Tiger tank, it's definitely going to get a lot more room to work with than, say, Spaget Man going for a Panzer Force with Stugs. So we'll have to see what happens next. Meanwhile, we've got the second wing up here again, grab the fuel point away here from Spaget Man. Going to attack him, but yeah, without support from the pack before, that's going to be a lot tougher. We also got the half-tech supporting here. Got it from that pack on the half-track. And good progress on these as well. Here's Spaget Man getting a bit deftly outmaneuvered here by Jibber at the moment. Just a bit. Half-track in some incredible need of repairs here, and we got the Centaur right around the corner here for Jibber. Based off the Centaur, which was the tank, which was the predecessor to the Cromwell, but which never really saw any action, but they still managed to build a bunch of chassis, and so they converted those into things like the Centaur. Fun fact. I think there's also several cases where they actually like had one sort of tank and they just kind of scrapped it anyways and moved on. So, little fun fact there. Halfway there with the Panther for Spaget Man. So, in fact, he's not stalling for the Tiger tank. Very central there by Spaget Man. Nice use of Intenium rounds in theory, if not again for the fact there was a Centaur right around the corner, because Spaget Man probably wasn't aware of that when he popped the ability. If he had, though, definitely a bad move, but I imagine he wasn't aware of that. Oh, we got the Panther here for Spaget Man, the German army. Back here, half to running back once more for Jibber. Section on the watch there as well. We'll have to see if he goes for any Piets on them. Piet standing for projectile infantry and tank axes, and on the sappers. Using the half-track's ability here. Not bad. Panther on the move here for Spaget Man, adding the pintle-mounted MG42. Got the trench being laid down here by Jibber to make it hard for Spaget Man to push forward without some significant sort of support to smoke screens. So now they can just bleed out the British. Bit of quiet fighting in between the two sides, both sort of looking to like find an opening there by the looks of it. Or at least Spaget Man's just looking to beat straight down Jibber's face. In which case he really would benefit from more to either regular half-track fights, you know, smoke screens for these kind of maneuvers here for him versus Jibber. Now do him a lot of good. Got the centre rolling up here for Jibber. West side guns creeping up here. Quick roughing on the section, then trench. Decent hit, though nothing crucial either. After caught hit, you got the Piets coming in. There he goes, shoots, and one hit down the Panther 4 on the misses. Got the half track though. Good hit there, but the Panther 4 is definitely looking like it could actually go down, in which case that's going to be a horrible trade here for Spaget Man versus Jibber. Like a Panther 4 for a half track is, by all accounts, horrid. Like, economically, that's just terrible. That's like, you know, 350 manpower, 120 fuel for 270 manpower, 30 fuel. That is just by no account. I mean, he did get the sappers as well, at which point, you know, with the Piers as well, slightly more equal, but still not great there for Spaget Man. Not great. Okay, that did some work there on Jibber, University of Coast being wiped up. We got the Pioneers moving forward here. The Pioneers unleashing their newfound anti-tank weapons upon those verdammte britische Schwein. We've got the centre there tank into the Germans, showing those Hun bastards where they can go. I'm kind of in the section on the west side. We got the tank hunters going for the western fuel point. Got the Cromlight here for Jibber, adding the tank commander and more sappers for Jibber as well to replace the ones that got rather cut to ribbons by those damn dirty Huns. But right now, Jibber does enjoy a numerical advantage in armor. There we go, straight for the line here, cutting right through Spaget Man's lines. The Pack 40 there's some trouble. The Owen's been wiped out. Right now, I think a good opportunity here for Jibber to exploit. That lacks currently the troops to really exploit that. There's like a section in the trench, but that can't really help much. And the other troops are basically far removed. So he definitely has an opportunity to exploit this, but he can't really exploit it. At least he destroyed the Pack 40, denied Spaget Man 1. Is he planning on a sword for Tiger Tank now, or what is Spaget Man's next move? Reinforcement, healing, repairs. Could do with some more sappers to expedite the repairs in his armoured fleet here. He's going to put back the section. Of course, got the Pioneers with the Piat. It's not landing hit there. Down Western Point. Panzer 4 there on the way for Spaget Man. More armor, no Tiger Stall, so I'd say that is very sensible under the current circumstances. They could also go for Stug. But a Panzer 4 is definitely a very nice, safe choice there as well. Under the current circumstances versus Jibber and the British Army. Gunners in putting westwards, sniper as well there. Fun fact about the Cromwell's 11th Armour Division was really the only British Army division to actually have Cromwells. Most other divisions actually relied on the Sherman tanks because that's really what they had the most of, because the Americans fired them with a lot of Sherman tanks. So, little fun fact there. Little fun fact there. Of course, showing the picture with Sherman tanks as well, we do have the Cromwell, of course, would be a bit boring, but, you know, just sort of like, you know, realistically speaking, they had a lot more Shermans than Cromwells. Got the Panther on the way there for Spaget Man. Got it on the Pack 40 and the Universal Carrier. Tank notation, they change to the Pioneers. And he's routing those bastards. In the east side, ground victory point, we got 287 to 368. Second Panther moving ahead here. Well, obviously, Spaget Man can keep that one a bit better line here versus Jibber. Tank anti-tank away there for Jibber. Might be he's now hoping to stall out, and he does have a fair amount of armor, so him say going for a Comet, a Crocodile, or a Cromwell Churchill tank here could maybe be in the works here for Jibber now. More chances for Jibber. There you go, Panther into the tank, and he needs to get it out of there fast. Definitely don't think Spaget Man can afford more tank losses like that. Instead, he's just deep diving in deeper. Spaget Man is fearless. Going to time from the north here, Pioneers and Pack support as well. He might be able to turn around into something more useful now for Spaget Man, but still, this is, I would say, fairly hard. So there we go. Got the anti-tank, and Cromwell shoots, bounce off the Panther's frontal armor. Anti-tank recruit again here by the British sappers, but there you go. Right before they can even find a single shot, the shot bounces off the Panther 4. Pack 40 there, almost got the Cromwell section there, being utterly riddled with bullets by the Grenadiers, and Spaget Man somehow avoids losing another Panther 4. Was honestly a bit of a highly risky maneuver. Another Pack 40 here for Spaget Man. Center falling back here in the face of German aggression. Also, calling the air recons when he says there's a center nearby, I feel like it's a bit risky here, as it's like going to get shot down. There you go. Right into the British base. No casualties, a bit of damage into the base.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Center falling back here for Jibber and the British Army. Still got men defending the eastern victory point. We got 224 versus 368. Tank guns then engaging the Grenadiers. We got 13 kills on the British sniper. We got 17 on the German sniper. Now Western field point they recounted. Definitely should do that, I think, rapidly. Sniper hiding out. That could end up it backfiring. There he goes. Spot out in the open. Could Spaget Man get the YP Jibber sniper? No, he gets away with it. Good lord. Panther taking hits. We got the Grenadiers versus in the trench. That's the section in the open. Great engagement here for Spaget Man. Definitely rather incentive for Jibber. And I think he realizes they're pulling back the section before he suffers any further unnecessary casualties really. Universe carrier diving in the center, providing current fire. Actually has unlocked the strafing fire ability, which when used properly is really powerful. North Point makes use of the Pioneers, Panther 4 they can still do some repairs. And what is Spaget planning further? I do not know. Jibber with Anvil tactics, so either Churchill here or a Crocodile. We'll have to see which of these two options Jibber will commit to versus Spaget and the Germans. We got to hold the line here. Interesting choice here by Jibber. Interesting choice. Further pressure in Spaget. Need to get up before the Hawker Typhoons basically strafe everything around here. Though it does take a bit of a while before the Royal Air Force responds to these ones, so Spaget at least has some time here. Machine gun there close up for the centre. Very close, in fact. That was really close. I think he actually used the strafing fire ability. We've gotten it off, and there go the east here. Pioneers routed. So we do get a bit there as the IRA finally gets moving. Oh, it's just to hold the line order, Terrence. It's nothing important. It's not like a desperate last stand. You can take it easy, have another cup of tea and some opium. Quiet there back in Spaget space. Jibber, meanwhile, is steadily going towards that Churchill or Churchill Crocodile. Spaget could go for Stugo, another Panther 4, we shall have to see. But again, he might also now be having dreams about Tiger tanks here being unleashed upon the British. Western Point makes use of the tank section there. Centaur fixed up, 8 kills. Veteran G1 could upgrade, of course, the sappers here with the heavy sapper upgrade. Skirmishing here and there, but nothing's new. There we go, caught laying down mines here by Spagetman's Grenadiers. We'll definitely have known that. We go center on the flank of the Grenadiers. Pack 40 to deal with that. West side here, Cron versus Panther 4, landing a few hits here and there as well. And there you go, Grenadiers clicking back up at the center. 9 kills there. There you go, 10 kills. Light machine gun dropped. Now there's a Vickers K they had picked up from someone else earlier. That's one here that Jibber could seize back for the British Empire. Or one that Spagetman could pick up again, I guess. Panther almost fixed up. Jibber getting up close to the Crocodile. Spagetman again within range of the Panther 4. But again, he might be hoping of a Tiger tank here. But the Churchill Crocodile, Stoogs would be pretty good too. West side here, Panther 4 gaining veterans 1. We got the Sandcutter section, Cromwell going forward. There we go, anti-tank grenade off, damaging the end of the Panther 4, leaving here. Spagetman's Panther 4 in a tight spot. Up in the Pack 4 nearby, he's able to save it. Plus, of course, there's the Pioneers for the PS as well. Back hits reinforcing healing. Ever closer to that Crocodile there for Jibber. And Spagetman with another Panther 4. No target stalled here. Thumbs up to that. Thumbs up.
Sorry, but we're being bloody shot at.
Quick pan past the Universal Carrier. Good hit there. Damaging the engine. Pushing down to half health. Use her Centaur as the Grenadiers. 10 kills, half 8 veteran 2. Grabbing the Panther 4 here, grabbing the Western Fuel Point. Panther 4's almost done here for Spagetman. Meanwhile, Jibber is seconds away from the Churchill Crocodile. There we go. A British behemoth of steel and fire. That shall certainly be a bit uncomfortable for Spagetman. Sent on the move here for Jibber. Going for the M40 again, still no use of the strafing fire ability here. We get some flares as well, courtesy of the Vanguard Crocodile. Panther 4 on the move here for Spagetman. Pinlock machine being added here to Spagetman's Panther 4. Very good. There you go. You managed to throwing fire here from the Pax as the Centaur there. Probably had the Crocodile leading the way here. Maybe called in some smoke with a mortar of some sort. But not the Cromwell just firing smoke. So there you go. Lost in Mesca. There you go. Target weak point on the Crocodile. Panther in the flank here. Direct anti-tank on the way there. Other Panther moving in here. Spagetman fighting fiercely against the British Army. Launching a counterattack into Jibber's assault here. Catching Jibber completely off guard. He's clearly not expecting to be attacked while attacking. And certainly, least of all, with a Churchill Crocodile. So that was a fierce counter maneuver here, but Spagetman that definitely threw back Jibber for a bit here. Stuke right now would be a good addition here. As for Jibber, fixing up his armor and getting some more troops, I think would also be very good here for him. He's definitely having a bit of an infantry shortage right now versus the Germans. Spagetman, though, arguably could also do with a bit more infantry, though. Crocodile there, close to veterans you want. Trenches are being caught laying down by the Grenadiers. We've got Ace there, 13 kills. Sniper lands a good kill here. Pentafor being repaired by Spagetman's hard-working pioneers. Jibber also needs more sappers, like trying to fix 3 tanks, including 1 Churchill tank of any kind, with just 1 sapper team, I think is asking for a lot there for Jibber, asking for a lot. So yeah, definitely think Jibber needs more sappers. Probably should have gone for them much sooner, if I have to be perfectly honest here. But that's that, and he's now definitely stuck in a bit of a spot there. Spagetman there, flowing quite a bit of manpower. Again, could go for the Stuke now. We could also go for some Panzer Grenadier to support the Stuke. I think that'd be a fairly handy addition. Tank under section falling a bit back here for Jibber. More sappers there for him. And also finally getting the heavy sapper upgrade, which speeds up repairs amongst other things. So very good addition here for Jibber and the British Army. And there goes Spagetman with the Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführung G. Ready to challenge the British Army. Pentafor there in need of some repairs as well. Of course, Spagetman crucially has 2 pioneer squads, that's ensuring he's got more ways of repairing his armor more consistent. But there you go, second sapper team running, getting the heavy sap upgrade on that. Now the air reconnaissance about to get shut down with the Centaur. Bush Jake pushes to veterancy 2. There we go. Right into the trees, killing innumerable squirrels. West side here, Pentafor probing the left side here of Jibber's front line. Got 190, 52, 94. Bit of a 100-point difference here between the 2 sides. Cromwell racing in there, Betty 2. Pentafor could be in trouble here with a good push from Jibber. In the centre, meanwhile, we got Spagetman setting up his other Pentafor, which is close to 2. There you go. Tank on the section on the flank there, good hit. Sapper takes some loss there. Pentafor, though, gaining Betty 2 in the shoots, and Crocodile rolling forwards here. Shoots, misses, but the tank on the section does manage a Herculean throw. They have an anti-tank grenade, damaging the engine on the Pentafor. Tank on the section getting the ace level. Then he's taking trouble. Crocodile pushing forwards. Needs to get the pack 40 on it. There you go. Target weak point as well there. Thumbs up to Spagetman. Stuke has also arrived here at the front line, though it's further up north here. Crocodile close, been wiped out here. Could possibly try and finish it off here with an aggressive push here. We got 193 to 183. Good hit there on the Centaur there by the pack 40. Stuke rolling forwards, and apparently was really taking some damage here. Jibber being pushed more or less all the way back to his base for a small enclave here by the Western Victory Point. The rest looks like right for being picked up here by Spagetman on the German army. Sniper here could be caught out in the open. Lining up here, and there you go. Shot right through the side of the Stuke, stunning it a bit, but there you go. Getting wiped by the Grenadiers. Still allows him to flank the Stuke there. We got pack 40 on the flank, and for some reason he accidentally retreats the Grenadiers. I think that was, because the hotkey for retreat and reverse is the same, so he might have accidentally retreated the Grenadiers here, in which case I was going to Pantherfast and maybe save the Stuke instead. Now, Stuke goes down, though he could also pop smoke there, so in fact, it's worth noting, I don't think he's used Panther Tactician at a single time, which is a bit strange, as most players I think would be fairly happy to use that one, so bit of a strange oversight there, and ultimately ends up being a waste of a good Stuke there, which could I think done him a lot more. That said, he did get the sniper, so it's not like a complete waste of the Stuke, but could have been handled better. You still got a significant manpower float here versus Jibber and the British Army. Got the Saps on how to work fixing up the Crocodile. 4 kills, veteran to 1. Another shoot for Spagetman. Thumbs up. Technical section caught with the Panther Force. Immediately suffers a loss there of Hammond and Clarkson. Good hit. They're almost popping out the entire tank in a section. Crocodile pushing forwards there. Pack 40s are well in reserve here. Not committed to this attack here. think Spaget Man is just looking to conduct some spoiling attacks, making it difficult for Jibber to like get back into the fight here. Stug almost ready here for Spaget Man, making another push into Jibber's base. Sappers are popping up some tank grenades. Guy at the pack force getting super close within to support the acting as a screen, ensuring he doesn't get suddenly bum rushed here by Jibber. He could call in a fragmentation bomb thing right about here. And there you go. Sappers almost wiped out here. Pushing up with the Cromwell, which is so low in health, it's going to go down to like anything. And there you go. Kaput. Leaving just now with the Centaur and the Crocodile. As Spagetman unleashes a hell of a firestorm there outside of his base there. Almost taking out the Crocodile there as well. Sappers being obliterated. At this point, it does more or less look like it might be game over here for Jibber. It may just be game over.
They're trying to take it.
Section there being absolutely hosed out in the open. Plentiful arriving, landing some hits, and there you go. GG game over, loss for Jibber, victory for Spagetman. A vicious fight here on Amilly Fields with some nasty action, some armoured clashes of a higher calibre. Hope you enjoyed it, hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell a friend, tell a family, but don't tell me. This is Imperial Links. Cheers, thank you for watching, till tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.